Hello.
Hello, and welcome back to Don't Tell Our Moms.
Don't tell our moms.
Ugh,
Don't tell them.
don't, especially this episode.
We're celebrating.
Celebrate good times. Come on.
Why are we celebrating, Caitlin?
It's our 21st episode.
Yeah, so we made it a theme.
Mhm.
21st.
Yep. And I know you're thinking, oh, wow, that's a delicious looking cosmopolitan. That's not a cosmopolitan. This is cran watermelon.
Yep.
Because, to be very honest with you, I don't drink the wine that Molly likes. And
Mm-mm.
I also didn't really, neither one of us really felt like mixing a cocktail.
Mm-mm.
So
But this juice is good.
yeah, Randy loves a juice.
Bitches love juice.
Bitches love juice. Randy loves juice. Randy loves Kool-Aid.
Me too.
Yep, there's like 75 Kool-Aid packets downstairs. He loves Kool-Aid.
We go through so much juice in our house.
We do too.
I love it. Actually, I have a crayon something in my fridge right now.
But juice is expensive. I kind of almost want to have a baby so I can get on WIC.
Oh my God. I said that the other night because when Jackie was at the store and got juice, it was 2 for $7 or something like that. And that was on sale.
Hey, did you know how they say that we're all about to be how it's a telltale sign that we're about to be?
Mm.
Jiffy is like 78 cents a box now. Do you remember when you could get 4 boxes for $1?
Mm-hmm. For a
I
second,
can't even afford to pay buy Jiffy anymore.
for a second, I went to peanut butter and I was like, that's cheap as shit.
No, Jiffy.
I was like, wait, that's
Molly said
cheap.
things are turning around, bitch. I don't know what you're
Yeah, I
talking
don't know
about.
what you're stressing about. That's cheap for peanut butter. Because I know that's the brand I buy and I ain't getting it that cheap.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
No, Jiffy cornbread
I do love
is
Jiffy cornbread.
78 cents a freaking box, Molly. That's high as hell. It's gone up like 3 times in the last year because I keep that at the house, so I would know. Well, it is our 21st episode.
Mm-hmm.
I almost said birthday. I wish. Boy, do I wish.
What I wish. But we're going to pretend like it is. We're going to stick on the 21 theme, the
Yep.
alcohol theme.
21.
21. That's funny.
Oh, that's very millennial.
Well, before we get too far in our episode, and I'm going to, of course, we're going to run through how our week was. Mine was shit. I broke a fingernail today. I don't want to talk about it. I have to tell a quick story.
Okay.
Because if I don't tell it now, I am going to forget. And this is too good not to share. So, as most parents, they're not as like chronically online as we are.
Yeah.
So, they probably don't know a lot of this slang that we do. Well, my sister calls me. I don't know what day it was. My days are running together. It was the weekend, I think. And she said, Molly, I have to ask you a question. And I was like, oh, fuck. What? And she said, and she's like, I'm putting you on speakerphone for this, okay? And she said, what would you reply to me if I ask you if you wanted to Netflix and chill with me? I said, I'd probably call like some kind of therapist or something, you weird fuck. Like, that's weird. And she started laughing hysterically. She said, I need to tell you what your mother just did. So I guess like her and Lynn were gonna hang out that day and just like have a really like lazy day.
Yeah.
Like a really chill.
Did she text her Aunt Lynn and ask if she wanted Netflix and chill?
My mom texted her sister to ask if I guess they're like making plans, and mom was like, I don't know. I thought we could just Netflix and chill today. And my sister was like, Mom, you cannot say that. Like, have you said that to other people? Like, you can't say that.
Sadie's asking all the texts at her clinic.
I'm just gonna Netflix and chill this weekend.
Yeah. Me and my sister are just gonna Netflix and chill this weekend. Holy shit,
So
Molly.
Sarah was like, I had to explain to her like what it meant, and Mom's like, well, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
She's like, that's the stupidest shit I've ever heard.
Molly, I'm being very honest with you. I know. And listen, with Sandy K and Aunt Lynn,
Oh,
just
God.
you don't have to admit it if you've fallen victim, but I can laugh at this. It's a running joke between my husband and my mother-in-law, but it's been getting his ass a lot lately. she will be over. She'll be like over, and G, if you're listening, I love you so much. She'll come over and be sitting on the porch with us, and she'll show us a video and be like, "Can you?" Or she'll share something, and be like, "Oh my god, I cannot believe they're doing that to that child or that animal."
Yeah.
And it's AI. It's been getting my husband bad, y'all. He'll send me a video and he'll be like, "You see that shit I sent you?" I'm like, "Oh, that was AI, Randy."
Yeah. It
He's almost 40.
it rarely gets me, but every
It
now and
made
then
me
when
get
it
his
does,
ass.
I'm like, I get so mad. I'm like, son
Yeah.
of a bitch.
Yeah. But she'll share and she'll be like, y'all please look at this. But this,
Mhm.
gee, it's clearly that cat is working at McDonald's.
Can you believe this?
Yeah. How unsanitary.
That is so funny.
But
Yeah,
just
I had
speaking
to
to how they just don't know the jargon and stuff, it's like AI has been getting a lot of people around me lately,
oh god.
and it cracks me up.
Well, that was pretty much the highlight of my week was hearing that. I was like, that is my favorite thing that I've ever heard.
Oh my
Mom,
god.
please don't say that to anybody else unless it's your husband. Don't
Yeah.
say that to anybody ever.
Oh my gosh.
So that was really the highlight of my week. Honestly.
Yeah, that is. That's the
That was
highlight.
it for me.
That's the highlight of my week. But I don't know. Okay, so actually the highlight of my week was the concert we went to Friday. Holy
Oh god, we
shit.
did go to a concert. I forgot.
Yeah.
That was also a great highlight.
So my honest review, Leanne Rhymes sounded better in person. However, note to self, I don't know that, and I told Randy, I don't know that I'll ever, ever, ever go watch a concert at a casino again because
Mm-mm.
all it is, I'm
Mhm.
sorry, but it's old people who
Yeah.
either I think some people didn't even know who she was. They just got a
Yeah.
free concert with their comps, but the vibes were not there
They weren't for how good she was.
for how good she
Like
was. You can't get up and dance in there.
mm-mm.
That's why I like, I don't know, I like an outdoor venue or,
Mhm.
like, but it's short, and so I'm short, and so used to, I would think I would always be like a flex, like when because Rain and I would have used to be concert connoisseurs. We would go, we just love live music, and so I would always get us, try to get us like the floor seats. But then I realized very quickly that they fucking suck when you're short. You need to be up in the risers and
Mhm.
see, or like be able to see the TVs.
Mhm.
But we had fantastic seats. Like, holy shit, they were so good.
Mhm.
However, vibes were not there. People were like trying to go up to the stage and dance, and they called security on them.
I'm like, she is like this. It was a.
They like called started the conga line.
I was like, yeah, this is kind of an intimate venue, and I really enjoyed that. I loved how, like, small, like it was very intimate, and like you were very close to her.
But that's even just like with the singer. If you've ever been, most people who come and perform at the singer, they like we saw Travis Tritt at the singer.
Mhm.
I've seen Brady. We love Travis Tritt. But we saw him at the Sanger, and, like, most people who perform at the Sanger, they alter their whole set to
Mhm.
acoustic, and he
Yeah.
literally they just sit up there with a guitar because it's an intimate setting like that, and so they don't play their, like, rap they just play all
Mhm.
slow acoustic songs, and they may play, like, a couple, and even then, like, at the Sanger, you can get up and kinda move around a little bit, but no, like, no, and the seats were not built for us. Me and the man next to each other played, him and his wife were holding hands, and I was in a throuple.
She was the third.
I
that
got
night.
my wish,
was-
but it was with a,
She was the third that night.
I was a third. I was a third, but they were about 75 years old.
Yeah.
But
No, she was incredible. Like I'll be honest, I was a little scared because of like videos that I had previously seen of some of her shows. So I was like a little bit scared because I saw those videos after we had already gotten our tickets. But she was incredible.
whatever she did on that TikTok, if you follow her on
Yeah,
TikTok
she
or
had like
seen
some
it,
kind of
she was like a
something,
chiropractor and got
something done.
crack pop snapped, and it snapped her ass back to 1999.
But she was so cute and so funny.
I
The
did like
show
how
itself
interactive
was,
she
yeah,
was.
the show
Like,
itself was incredible. Loved the show, but
Yeah.
you're right. The vibes weren't there for how good of a show she put on.
yeah. They didn't deserve that because they didn't. I'm grateful
No.
because we got to see her, and I can mark that off my bucket list of singing.
Mhm.
I think me and Molly, there were a few songs where we literally reached over and either I grabbed Molly's
Yeah.
like leg or hand, and
Or
she grabbed mine, and we were like,
uh-huh.
"Holy shit, we're hearing this live!"
Yep.
Like this close to her.
Mhm.
Um,
That's why I love.
but when she sang "How Do I Live,"
Or like even the songs from Coyote Ugly, like people were not appreciating it like they should have been.
no,
And that-
and it was too quiet in there. You couldn't sing, and I may be the person that you hate at a concert. But I like when a concert's loud as fuck because I just be yelling.
'cause I wanna be sing I wanna be
I want to be
singing.
shouting them songs out.
It was
So
good, though. That was a good time.
yeah, it was a
Went
good
over and then
time.
went to Chili's after.
We got we got three. We literally got a triple dipper because all three of us got a
We
triple.
got
We said we don't need this menu.
I know what I want.
I don't know.
Mhm. It was good.
It was a very good time.
Mhm.
And then our Redneck Riviera is
Mhm.
fully operational. I said fuck it. You can treat I have an above ground pool. It's a bigger above ground pool, and you can treat them. But we did not winterize it properly because Randy said at that point was traveling for work, and I didn't want to do that shit on my own. So we didn't winterize it properly, and so it was growing its own ecosystem inside of it. And I said, you know what? I'm not even gonna.
Mm-mm.
I'm not being a chemist, okay? And I
I
just
seen
mentally, I don't think I could have been in that water knowing what it
mm-mm.
was before I just put some mystery chemicals. So we drained the entire pool.
You're better than me because 'cause I'd have thrown it away and bought a new one.
And we, well, Molly,
I'd have bought a new one.
I wish, whoo, we only own the size that we do because that bitch was on sale last year. And Randy was, I picked out a small, kind of a smaller one, and Randy was like, it was like $100 more on sale. So
Yeah.
fuck it, we got this big one. But I want a bigger one actually. But so we power washed it. That was fun. But we got in there and drained it out, got all the leaves and everything out of it, and so it looked brand new. I mean, and then we
Mhm.
filled her back up. Uh,
I'm
she has fresh water.
so ready.
She's been treated. And so we're gonna
If any of you guys are questioning, what's Molly and Caitlin doing this summer? Getting our tan on. We're gonna be so dark.
we're gonna try. Maybe we're gonna have to do it before it gets too hot outside, though. Maybe in May for you guys, because we cannot have all of our equipment out there
Mm.
and this heat. Like it would mess up just our computer and phone alone. But we're gonna try to schematically figure it out to where we can maybe record a podcast from our floats.
Yeah, little short one for my floats.
Maybe I have to get some like wireless microphones or something.
Yeah.
Figure it out. So yeah, Molly and I already told her. I said, "Listen, Molly, Molly gets off way earlier than I do." So I said, "Hey, if you had a rough day at work, especially during the summer, and I'm still going to be at work for a few hours, hop on over.
Don't think I won't.
You got a key."
Don't think I won't show. I don't care if y'all are out of town. If I want to get in the pool, I'm coming to get in the pool.
Yep. So
G knows me. I'll be like, G, I'm getting in the pool.
yep.
Bye.
So we're gonna but I will tell you, it changed me as a person last year because if you don't know,
You're getting so much vitamin D. It's so good for you.
yes, it Randy commented on it because have raging ADHD. So a lot of times and I'm self-aware of it. I can be kind of compulsive and have a new hobby or let's do this. And I'll be all in and then I'm over it. And so
Me.
he was kind of, especially once he took a job where he knew he was traveling, he was like, she ain't gonna be able, y'all, when I tell you that that pool is my baby. During the summer last year, even when Rainey was out of town, every day when I got home from work, I would clean it. I would net all the stuff out of it because I got in it a lot even during the week. But I cleaned it every day. I would test my water a couple times a week. I had my little shock schedule and all of that, my chemical schedule on the fridge, like alarm set for it. And
Mhm.
I would be out there on a Saturday morning getting it clean and checking my water and stuff and turn my fountain on. And then I was outside so much last summer. And I hate being outside. But I got so much vitamin D and Randy was like, I can tell like it just
Mhm.
brought out my seasonal depression. Even the other night when we were like getting everything together for it, I could feel the seasonal depression just leave my body.
And Caitlin got us a matching floats and towels.
Yeah. Cause would you expect anything less?
Nope.
But we call it the Reddit Riviera because we do have like some there's rope lights on it. We got some tiki torches.
And not to mention, my favorite part is when you're laying in the pool on the float, you just look to your right and there's a donkey
Or a zebra.
or a zebra or
Or
an emu, whatever animal might be
yep.
on that side of the pasture
Mhm.
that week. You
Did
just-
did I text you? I
you
took
just
a
look right
picture of
over.
it, but I think I forgot to text it to you. I think maybe I did. But I also have started a vegetable garden bed, and Rainey's
Mhm.
gonna build me 2 more
You did.
wooden ones. So I told Molly, I said, Molly, just picture it. Coming over on a Saturday, early, getting in the pool, getting out of the pool, and eating like a brunch or lunch situation, like a good sandwich and chips
Mhm.
or a hot dog.
Love a hot dog.
Because we also did revive and restore my Blackstone, and I'm getting me a little charcoal grill. So we're gonna be out in this bitch grilling. We're gonna be barbecuing in the pool,
Barbecue in the pool.
looking at the animals, and then before mommy leaves, she can take her little basket out there and get
Mhm.
fresh herbs and vegetables out of my garden.
So if you need us this summer, you know where to find us.
Yep. But the other night, I was planting the vegetable plants that I got, and I looked up, and the zebras were coming over to see what I was doing.
Mhm.
And so I said, and then but my vegetable garden is also right where our pool is. So my pool had just gotten done filling up, and I treated it and everything. Pump was running, fountain was running. I'm sitting there, with my gardening gloves on, with my hands in soil, or like in soil, planting my vegetables. And I look, and within from me to the wall are zebras.
Mhm.
Molly, there's no better life.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And I'm so grateful to be a part of it.
I literally say, you know what? This is it. I've made it.
Yeah. 'Cause I do. I just when I get here, half the time I'll just walk over to the fence and the donkey, I'll just call it over and the donkey will
Mhm.
come over and see me. And
Mhm.
I don't know if y'all know this, but a donkey is like my favorite animal. I love a donkey. It is a dream to own a donkey, but I just come over here multiple times a week and see theirs.
You could probably sneak one out. I'm being honest with you.
Probably. Probably so. You think it'd fit my Kia Forte?
Probably not, but we could try. You could definitely get a goat or two in there.
Mm.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, especially in the little baby one.
Yeah, you could fit all the
And get a
babies in
car.
there
It'll
right
be
now.
like that point in Bridesmaids. I took 8.
They've been getting their freak on lately. I don't know if it's their. I don't know when I don't know when they
Yeah, I don't know.
made or whatever, but I think all the time maybe. But they've been popping out babies left and
Well, I
right,
think springtime is time for, like, most animals to start
like
giving birth.
gestation or
Yeah,
whatever.
they
Yeah,
start giving birth in the spring, I
yeah.
think.
So we're fucking old.
Yeah.
Okay, we enjoy our gardening. The other night, we did landscaping and outside work all day long. Came in and took me and Rainey took a not together, but we took our showers, and he went and got Thai takeout, and we sat in our dining room and ate Thai takeout and played board games
That's a dream.
after working on our yard all day long.
I got something I want you to try to grow in there for me.
Hey, I already said if you see some hot lamps out there, mind your business.
Keep driving.
Hey, so do you know, because of where we're down, like how much land is here, like out our side of the
Mhm.
county? So every now and then there'll be these helicopters, and they'll have like lights, and I'll be like, I'll text Randy or we'll be outside, and I'll be like, damn, they're looking for somebody, and he's like, they're not looking for somebody, they're looking for something. They fly over and check
Really?
because apparently folks keep growing the green down here.
Well, I still want you to try to grow some for me.
Okay.
Mhm.
Hey, we could do it in the murder sheds.
Mm,
We could do it in the serial killer sheds. No one would ever know out there.
mm-mm.
Mm-mm. Okay.
Perfect.
Hypothetically.
And yeah, totally hypothetical. Because you know, a lot of times, like if it's grown up north where it snows, a lot of times it gives it away because when it snows. But if you're growing in a room and you have all the lamps and stuff, the roof, the snow will melt on like the part of the roof over that room, and so that's how a lot of times people know, like helicopters flying over that's how they're growing, is because they'll have like a square on their roof where the
Oh.
snow has melted from all the
Shit.
lamps. Mm-hmm.
Hey, didn't y'all have a neighbor at your old apartment that was
Mhm.
growing in their
In
storage
their
closet on their
closet out.
balcony?
Mhm.
I remember that.
Mhm. They grew it in their storage shed on their apartment
Hey,
balcony.
don't think that I haven't thought about going over there and getting a wheelbarrow full of cow manure and making us a mushroom patch.
I'm do it. I'm all up for it.
So we do have, well, our mushrooms are starting to sprout all over the yard. I love them.
Well, let's get into our alcohol
Hey, yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll get into it. We're gonna do keeping it on theme. We're gonna do some hot takes. Hot takes.
More like some shot takes this week.
Oh,
Ah,
but I'm bum.
Boom.
Some hot takes. Alcohol related because 21st. My first one.
Okay.
I think if alcohol were if it was like invented in today's time, it would be illegal. And my hot take is I kind of think it should be. As
Mhm.
much as I enjoy it, the amount of problems and deaths and everything else that it causes probably should be.
Yep. I could, yeah. I've always wondered if we're going to have another prohibition. I think there's way too much money in it now,
Oh, absolutely.
but
But if it were to, like, be invented to, like, in today's time, it would be illegal. And
yeah,
like I said, even though your girl enjoys a drink, it
a stiff.
it it probably should be. Let's reverse it. Let's legalize marijuana, take away alcohol, because I can do that. I just have to have one or the other. I can't go without both.
Yeah,
I gotta have one or the other.
yeah. I don't know. I think I would be bootlegging. I'm not really a heavy drinker, but, yeah, I don't know, there's just some times where I do need me a good glass of wine or a
And,
stiff
like,
drink.
for me, and I know it's honestly probably still problematic, I'm such a social drinker. Like, if I'm out having a good time, I wanna drink.
Yeah,
Sorry. I know it's probably not healthy, it's probably not a good mindset, but if I'm out having a good time, I say, "You know what would make this better? A drink."
yeah. No, don't get me wrong, me and Molly both have the personalities that we can be stone
Yeah.
cold sober and have the time of our lives,
Mhm.
but us with a little bit of liquid, I don't it's not even liquid courage
It's not
because we
even
don't have
courage
social
because
anxiety,
yeah,
but, like,
no.
a little bit of alcohol,
So
yeah, it just
we're a
elevates
great
it.
time. We're a great time.
But
But
I mean,
what's my first?
I can see where that is a hot take, but yeah, I think that we would just have another prohibition. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, look at it with marijuana and other drugs.
Mhm.
I mean, if there's a will, there's a way, you know? So
Mhm.
I think that even if it was illegal, like, it would still, um, I think we would just have another prohibition.
Mhm.
Yeah. So my first hot take, me personally,
Mhm.
I think nightclubs are dead, and it makes me so sad.
Mm. Yeah.
I think the nightclub culture, we don't have any down here. They used to be popping apparently downtown, but now don't get me wrong. So here's the other side of that. As I've gotten older, my favorite bars to go to are dive bars.
Oh,
But there are
1,000%.
some times where I just want to go dance. You know what I mean? Like I want to go to a nightclub
Mhm.
and they just don't really exist anymore. But I do love a dive bar.
If I can't dance with your peepaw to Neon Moon, I don't wanna go.
But you know what? I honestly I wish that Mobile had a Cowboys.
Mm, that's not my favorite place. But I like sorry. I like the garage downtown. 'Cause it is like a true dive bar,
Yeah.
but they play, like, all different kind of music, and there's all different kind of people. That's why I like it there.
And this is a hot take and a hot take. I like live music at a bar, but man, do I love a DJ.
Yeah, I need a DJ.
And I
I
need a
can't
DJ.
I can't get down properly to a live band,
No, I
and
need a DJ.
that's why I like the garage because they have, like, the
Yeah.
jukebox the, like, electric jukebox thing.
Molly, now, okay, so business proposition. You know, there is a bar. There's 2 bars for sale in Theodore right now. Should we make nightclubs great again?
Yeah.
And we could call it the Palace. Nah, that'd
That
have to
might
be a
be
strip club.
people would get confused and come in and get really disappointed.
Yeah, they would. But I mean, I love a dive bar.
Mhm.
So that's my first hot take is that I think the days like I think we should bring back nightclubs and I think that they're unfortunately dead. But also, side note, this is not a hot take, but this is just advice. I've never been a bartender. However,
I have
Molly has. I need people to understand something about dive bars.
oh, let me say it. Please let me say it. I bartended at a very small place downtown. Like, if you go to a dive bar and you try to order a sex on the beach, you're gonna get punched in the face.
Not even that. I love now some of the best lemon drop martinis I've ever had have been from dive bars. But understand, not even a dive bar, because a lot of times dive bars are actually can still, but like certain bars that you go to, it is a beer and vodka cranberry situation only, or like a Jack and Coke.
Mhm.
Okay, they're very limited. So please do not go and order like Molly's not going to go to a dive bar and say, you know what, I want a dirty martini.
No. I'm gonna drink a Miller High Life with a lime and enjoy my night.
Now I did used to when I would get tired of water and like cranberry and vodka or water and vodka with cran. Or we didn't even really drink it back then. It was just cranberry and vodka is what we
Mhm.
did. Me and Molly 2016 was a good year because that's when I learned about vodka and water and a slash crayon. But now I did at Cowboys. I did used to order a sex on the beach when it would be my last drink of the night, and it would literally be already like 2 a.m. And I remember those bartenders being like, "This fucking bitch." That's probably why I have such stomach acid acid issues because they would just be straight orange juice, vodka, and a bunch of cranberry
Mhm.
juice. So yeah, just be mindful of the environment and where you're at. It's probably a beer. They probably don't even have very many wines. Okay, like it's like
No.
a beer, well, vodka or whiskey,
Absolutely.
maybe a rum, drink.
I was pushing it.
That's pushing it. If it is rum, like a Captain, like you get a
Mhm.
Captain and Coke, a whiskey, and,
Mhm.
Jack and Coke, or like a Crown and Coke, something like that. So if it can't be mixed with Coke, Sprite, or water, don't fucking ask for it.
Don't do it. Because 'Cause they're gonna look at you like you are crazy.
Yep. And then also tip your bartenders. Take care of your bartenders; they will take care of you.
All your service people actually, but bartenders, yes. Absolutely.
Yep.
Good
So,
point.
man,
Good
Molly,
point.
me and Molly, I mean,
I loved
our
bartending.
best years of our lives are probably yet to come. But to date, our best times were in nightclubs,
Mhm.
dancing until we were just sweaty and drunk
Yeah,
and
and, like,
gross, smell like a
I
cigarette smoke.
now that I'm older, like, of course, I don't have, like, the want to go out like that anymore, but I don't think I will ever lose that part of me, like you said, that loves just getting shit-faced with your friends and dancing the night away.
Well, do you know how many Saturdays that
I
I
will
have?
never lose that.
Do you know how many Saturdays where it's kind of gotten kind of late and I'm kind of just over, like, I'm like, I don't really want to just like watch TV or whatever. There have been so many Saturdays where if we would have had a nightclub here, where I have wanted to text you and been like, bitch,
We'll go to
let's do a smoky eye.
we'll go to the garage and smoke cigarettes, call me.
Let's do a smoky eye and put on a slutty top.
Back
Me and
in
Molly used to wear business casual chevron chiffon tops and jeans and wedges we could barely walk in.
Mhm.
And yes,
With big, ugly statement necklaces, but back then, we looked
with our
good
tan
back
in the
then.
can, and very nothing on our face was blended.
Mm-mm.
We didn't own it. We didn't own a beauty blender. We didn't own a brush.
Nope.
Nothing was blended out. Not eyeshadow. Not bronzer. We didn't even wear blush back then. It was just straight bronzer. And
And
it was
we
like a bronzer highlighter combo.
Yeah, and we didn't, like, wear anything on our lips, so we just, like, had, like, blank it was the same color as our face
If we
on
did,
our lips.
it was just lip
Like,
gloss. We
yeah,
didn't wear
lip gloss.
lipstick. Or we wore a way too dark lip. Or like Molly, when Molly had, you may not know this, but Molly used to be for years. Molly was platinum blonde, and Molly, you wore red lipstick a lot. I remember with your red hair back in the day, like a reddy lip.
Yeah. I will never be blonde again in my life. Never be blonde again.
I couldn't. It's so weird looking back at old pictures of you that I couldn't picture you blonde again.
Oh, it's a moth,
It's the
though.
Mothman.
I love a moth.
Man. All right. Well, yeah. If me and Molly ever come into money, that's a business
Mhm.
venture. We should open a nightclub.
Be like Night at the Roxbury. I think that a lot of friendships would dissipate without alcohol being the binder there. A lot of friendships. Ones that are built on, like, going out and partying and all that stuff. If you take, like, alcohol and the partying out of the equation, that friendship is gonna dissolve quickly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Uh. Yes. Um. I've talked about it before, but Randy has what's called Meniere's disease. And when I met Randy, I was living downtown and Randy was the typical bachelor. He was downtown. His bills were paid and he had enough where he could go out. And then also he has very expensive taste in clothes, so then he could also dress nice when he went out. But he was downtown probably 4 to 5 days a week. He was a heavy partier. Um, and equally heavy drinker. Um, so when we first met, we went out a lot. No, we were younger though. I mean, I
Mhm.
was 24. So, I mean, and he was 29. So obviously, but, he was always a social drinker. Um, and We would go to concerts a lot. We would go to bars. We would go like we were go. You never. And you can ask Molly. Half the time you couldn't catch us in town, but if we were in town, we were not at home. We were out like all of the time. Um, Part of his but with his Meniere's, one of his biggest triggers, and so just briefly about Meniere's is, um, basically he walks around all of the time with tinnitus. So his ears are just ringing typically 24/7. You just learn to live with it. And then certain triggers will send him into full blown vertigo. And he'll have it not just like it's like a day or two. When he has like an attack like that, it's like a week.
Mm.
And I mean, he will just be in bed. The only thing that they prescribe for it are antipsychotics and Valium. Because antipsychotics, because the suicide rate with Meniere's, because people literally lose their mind because you just imagine hearing in your ears 24/7. Um, so they prescribe antipsychotics for it, and they prescribe Valium because Valium basically helps you. It puts you to sleep. It's so there's no cure for it. There's nothing. But there's nicotine triggers it. All the fun stuff. Nicotine,
Damn.
um, uh, alcohol, salt, like sodium. You also have to take diuretics when you're on it because it's build up of fluid in your ear is what causes it.
Mm.
And so all of the fun things you basically have to like cut out. And so I can attest to that because a lot of people that we used to go out and like when we were,
Mhm.
he was a heavy drinker. Um, yeah,
It just
it's just
kinda
different.
it just dissipates because
Mhm.
you don't have that,
And
like,
now there are
binder there.
several of those friendships that we still go and do things with them and like it doesn't, but like there were some that it was like a
Yeah, if
realization
you're
almost of
yeah.
like these people only hung out with me because I would get shit faced drunk with them.
Well, if you're I'm about to say,
Like,
if your friendship is built on that, it's probably
like, now that I can't and he can't also go out, he can't go to bars like that. Especially, like, it cracks me up, but now when we go to concerts, like, he'll take one for the team a lot when we do go to him. But, when we go to concerts and stuff, he has to wear earplugs. Bless his heart. Um, and so or he will
Mhm.
go down sometimes I've seen it happen, I can tell. Like, I can see it hit him real time, and he will go down hard in a bar. Stone cold sober. But when that it hits him because it messes with his ear so bad, and so when that just kinda had to come to a screeching halt and we stopped, kind of partying and going out and being able to do all of these things, it was very much so like, yeah,
Mhm.
so
Yep.
and we had a lot of friends like that back home
Mhm.
that, we were like we never hung out with them outside of the bar,
Yeah.
ever.
Well, that's
So,
what's your second hot take?
alright, this is gonna be a hot take for a lot of people.
Ooh.
I think that if you I think that, drinking bourbon is fictional. I think it's for movies only. I don't I've never went to someone's home and they sat down and poured a glass of bourbon.
Some people do it.
I think that if you say wholeheartedly that you enjoy bourbon and gin, I think you are lying.
Gin is disgusting.
I don't know I don't know how. I truly don't know how anyone can look at me. I've tried it and I've tried was it Fridge 75? I've tried all the things, okay? From the highest of highest shelf gin. Ew. It tastes like a freaking pine
Mhm.
tree.
I hate gin. I refuse to drink gin. But I don't know. I've had some pretty smooth bourbons. Now, would I just like drink a whole glass straight? No. But I could take down a glass of bourbon before I could gin.
But when I go to people's houses and they like, cause like Randy, if you go down in our bar cart right now, especially cause when he was traveling and he was up close to like Kentucky and all of that, it's so cheap there, obviously because it's where it's made. But he bought a bunch of bottles and like again, he can't really even drink like that anymore. Like he'll have like he loves Crown, and so he'll have like a Crown drink every now and then. Like if we're, you know, friends have come over, or we're, even like the other night, we're playing a game night, he'll make a mixed drink. But um, yeah. So I think that I've never he bought sorry, you can cut that because I got off track.
Mhm.
Um, but I have to dust them on our bar cart. They're all unopened. So it's like he collects them because it's like cool. But I'm like, well, what's the point of this? Like but I haven't. I have never, you see on movies, But I've just never gone to a gathering or get together and heard someone order a bourbon. I've never went to someone's house and they just sat down and we were having conversation and they just poured a glass of bourbon. I think it's fictional.
It's
I think
not.
it's made up.
I've been a bartending. People do order or scotch.
But how do they enjoy it?
I don't know.
Like, there are some where I truly don't. Like, when I watch people drink it, I'm like, how do you know it's gross. Are you doing it because it makes you look cool?
Yeah.
Or because it's different and people don't normally order that? I don't know. What is your reasoning? Maybe some people do genuinely enjoy it. I just don't understand how.
That is a hot take.
Not necessarily bourbon, but more gin, I think.
No,
I
I've
think
never. Do people drink gin straight?
I don't know.
Blech.
But, like, can you believe that we used to drink Hunch Punch? Like, I've looked back at all these things. Like, we used to drink Everclear. We used to drink
Jaeger.
Oh, oh. We used to at Cowboys, this bar we used to go to, they used to have a shot called Fucked by an Alligator. I need to look that up what it was. Do you remember those? They were
Yeah.
so good, but they had a Jaeger floater. Yeah, I don't know. There's just certain things that when people drink them where I'm just like, are you actually enjoying that?
Speaking of things, speaking of hot takes, you know what I love and most people like cannot even smell it? Rumplemints.
I was just thinking that.
Love it.
And I
love it.
I love rum chata. I love a rum chata. What is that? Was it Tequila Rose?
Ugh.
Yeah.
You nasty
But now
bitch.
Randy does not, and he loves. You'll never meet another person on this planet who loves ice cream more than that man, and he thinks that he's like ice cream and alcohol
They don't
do not go together.
They don't. They do not.
Can I make a confession? Were you working at Moe's during COVID?
I left during COVID.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so we were living downtown, and Moe's Barbecue, not Moe's Southwest Grill, but Moe's Barbecue. In my opinion, it's the best location. We maybe just biased because we ate there a lot when we lived downtown. But during COVID, Alabama, the like Mexican restaurants could sell margaritas by the gallon. You could get to go alcohol, and so like a lot of the Mexican restaurants were doing to go margaritas. Who else was doing? Oh, a lot of the brunch spots, like they were doing like you can get like a gallon of orange juice, and then they would give you a bunch of like the little mini champagne bottles and stuff with it for mimosas. Moe's was doing Bushwhackers by the gallon. So we were getting ready to go over. Our friends that we had already like kind of quarantined with. This was like the beginning of COVID. Like this was like June because we were going to their house to swim. But they had been, quarantining and we had been too. So it was like we'd already been around each other. And so we were going over there and swimming. So we wanted to get lunch because Moe's Barbecue, my favorite meals. Like if you ask me right now, if I had to off the top of my head think of what my last meal would be, it would be Moe's when they started doing the honey fried chicken on Sundays.
It's so good.
So we would do that. It was a Sunday. Well, I'd seen on Facebook what they were doing, but they didn't have a price. So I said, hey, let's get a gallon of Bushwhackers to take with us to go swim at their house. And he was like, okay. He came home with our food and that gallon of Bushwhackers, and he pure wouldn't talk to me. He was pissed because I called it in. So they'd already he couldn't just be like, never mind, I don't want it. It was $80 for a gallon jug of Bushwhackers. He was pissed.
There's so much alcohol. I used to have to like make the mix for the Bushwhackers. There's
and then they got us turned. They did at that pool on a Sunday.
Like 4 different kinds of alcohol in there.
But yeah, so yeah, there are some probably hot take things that we still enjoy and will drink to this day that some people are like, ugh, like Fireball. I'll be honest with you, I love Fireball.
I like Fireball.
Yeah,
but give me a shot of Rumplemints. I love it.
Molly, but you know how wild it was that we used to drink Red Bull and vodka?
Yeah, and you'd be hammered, and all you want to do is pass out, and you can't because you're hyped up on Red Bull.
That's why I never understood why people drank and did cocaine. It's counterproductive.
No, because there was one time.
Because you're so drunk and the world's spinning, you just want to go to sleep, but you're high on cocaine.
There was one time. Sorry, Mom. Oh, I doubt myself here. We were at a club in Dothan. Was it Blue Bar? Somewhere. I don't know.
Oh, God.
Somewhere. I got the bright idea. Let's take an Adderall. I don't even know what time it was. Way too late. That was the worst night of my life because all I wanted to do was go to bed, and you're just laying there, heart pounding, can't go to sleep. That was the worst night of my life.
So I also did not know though
And it was I took a half.
until I got on Vyvanse and Adderall, like until I got on ADHD medication. I'm like, how do these people do it? How do they stay at the ripe old age of in their 30s? Like we had some friends that they could just they would just drink and drink and drink all night. And the first time I drank on it, I was like, oh, this is how you never get. It's like I couldn't get a buzz. It's hard for me to get a buzz now on my medicine.
See, it's the opposite with me now on Lexapro.
Mm.
Feel
But
like
yeah, it is. Because I feel it. But what happens is that you don't feel it. Like it takes a lot longer. I don't know the science behind it, but I will tell you, it all hits you at one time. So I have learned my lesson on that. Like it's coming. Calm down.
yeah, it's like when you take an edible, like you have to wait. Don't trick yourself and say, "Oh, it's been an hour. I'm gonna take another one."
Yeah.
Don't do
That's why
that.
they call it microdosing for a reason.
Don't do that.
I know that this is kind of off, but it just came to my mind, and some of you may know this story. Some of you may have been there, but I just had a story pop in my mind that this was before me and Molly really were even hanging out. Um, one of my other childhood best friends, Haley, if you're listening, um, we were at a friend's house. They had a pool,
Oh,
and they had a slide that their parents had just installed in their pool. We were all over there it was during the summer, obviously, and it was like a Saturday, and we were probably way too young to even be doing a lot of things we were doing. But we had been Haley and I used to thoroughly enjoy Blue Mad Dog 2020.
oh, and Boone's
Would just
Farm.
drink it out of the bottle. That and but yes, Blue Boone's Farm. So it was but it was Mad Dog 2020 this day. So we were drinking Blue Mad Dog 2020 from the gas station. We probably paid $2 for the bottle. So and this was like 4:00 in the afternoon. So we had just been like day drinking Mad Dog 2020 as teenagers. So we had all been in the pool all day long, and people were going down the
Oh, I
slide.
know this story very well.
And I had a much different body back then, and so I was in a bikini, a skin-bee bikini. And we all they were grilling out or something, or we had pizza. I don't know. We got food. And so everybody had kind of been out of the pool. So people had not been going down the slide wet. So it was hot. And so the slide, obviously, if you don't have water going down it or and it's just like a slide you could like put into the concrete and it just goes into the pool. So it wasn't like there's not water constantly on it. And so I was like, I'm gonna get on this slide.
Dry.
I was dry. The slide was dry. And I'm pretty sure it gave me 3rd-degree burns all over my body because it was in the
Yeah,
direct sun.
you got like a friction burn.
No, not friction, Molly. The slide itself it had just been baking in the sun and it was red. And it was just there was no shade. It was just direct sunlight hitting that bitch. So it was hot to the touch. So I got at the top of it and I just went to go down and like halfway down I just started screaming because I was being burned and
And you weren't moving
friction,
fast
I wasn't
because
moving.
you were dry.
And so I think I just ended up rolling into the pool and I literally it burned my stomach like it was red. And like started a blister up from like actual burns. So that was the last time I ever drank Mad Dog 2020.
God, that shit. Oh, you talk about sick from that a few times. I should have learned my lesson the first time.
Yeah.
But nope.
And then also me and Molly have kind of a trademarked shot and it's apple pie shots.
Mhm.
Well, we had we're having a good old bonfire one night. We were of age to buy alcohol at this point. We were in it was probably I was like what, 21. So yeah, we were in our early 20s. It was before I moved here. We were having a party. I think it was New Year's, actually, New Year's Eve. But we were having a party, a big bonfire, bunch of people there. Well, we wanted to do apple pie shots. And so we were like, hey, well, we have the vodka, obviously, but we need apple juice and you need cinnamon.
And whipped cream.
And whipped cream. But we're not going to tell you how because it's a secret. But you do have to have cinnamon for the shot. You lick the cinnamon off of your hand. Okay. Well, we'd already had a few drinks, but we had a designated driver and then another dear friend of ours who's no longer here. He rode with us and someone else drove. And we were all kind of buzzing in Walmart. And this is back when Walmart stayed up until all hours of the night. So we went to Northside Walmart in Dothan. and we're in a hurry because we were so ready to get back because we promised all these people how good these shots were,
Mhm.
and a lot of them already knew. They were like, "Y'all, like, they are the best thing ever." Like, they were telling people that had never had them, like, "Oh my god, go get the stuff now." Well, we check out at Walmart. We got it. All the things we need. We get back to the bonfire, and mind you, also, remember, we've hyped these shots up. We put the stuff on our hands, and immediately you could smell it because it's so strong. We were literally like, "Everyone, no, don't lick your hands." We bought cumin instead of cinnamon, and so we almost had all these people lick dry cumin off of their
No,
hands.
because if you have ever gotten Great Value cinnamon and cumin, first of all, the bottles look exactly the same.
Yeah,
The spices are exactly the same
and they're
because
next to each other.
I have put cumin in my coffee at home sober before. Because
Yeah.
I like to put a little bit of cinnamon in my coffee sometimes.
But, cumin, it literally smells like taco seasoning
Yeah.
when you open it. And so we knew immediately what it was, but everybody was kinda like, "Mm." So I think someone ended up looking at it was like, "Wait, this isn't cinnamon," and then you smelled it as soon as they said it. We were like, "No, no, 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 please don't." Yeah.
Oh, brother.
Oh, brother. Man, there's a lot of stories we could tell, but
So
we
many.
won't. But those are just 2 that came to mind. Do you have any that you think of when you think of the 2 of us, intoxicated? It's too many, honestly, guys, and I know that sounds bad,
Way too many.
but,
But
you gotta think,
we
like,
have
this is
been
only a span of a
friends.
couple that we've been friends for so long, and our really heavy party days were almost kinda it was just it was your typical, like,
Mhm.
we were in our early 20s, and we were living on our own and just, going to bars during the weekend, nightclubs on the weekends, like, it was just what you do at that age, I feel like, 2
Absolutely.
young single women living together in their early 20s, like,
We had the time of our
we
lives.
used to also party at Hardy in our little rental.
Mhm.
So,
We sure did.
yep.
Yeah, there's a lot. I love the memory of you, and I still have the video on my phone. I don't know where we came back from one night, but she had passed out in the bed, but she started, like, talking in her sleep, and so I started talking back because I wanted to hear what she was gonna
Oh
say,
god.
and she was like, "You've gotta go over to the ATM," and I was like, "What?" And so I pulled my phone out and started videotaping her, and she is, like, fully passed out, very drunk, but she's like, "If you go to the ATM and you put your PIN in, it'll give you
Oh
cash
my
back."
god, I remember that. But probably just being the mom of the group even in my sleep.
Yeah, she was like,
Because 'Cause I've
"You
always been
gotta
the mom of
go."
the
She's like,
group.
"You gotta go to the ATM and you put your PIN in there and it'll give you the cash back."
Yeah.
I still have that video on my phone.
Man, that was so
And
long ago.
that was a long time ago. It's traveled to phone with me.
Man.
Let's see what
Okay.
we have next on the roster.
Okay.
Okay. I wanna know, what is your go-to, I know what it is, but, like, your go-to drunk snack?
Whew. Hmm. Probably purple bag Doritos. When I'm drink because I drink lemon drops, so I drink a very sweet drink, and I've always been a sweet drink person. Um,
Bleh.
so I like salty, but yeah, probably purple bag Doritos, any kind of chips, but a hot dog.
Dog. Yeah,
A hot
that's
dog.
what I was waiting for her to say, was a hot dog. So,
Mhm.
that's what I thought you were gonna say, hot dog, because that is also mine, because we've said it before, if we go downtown and we're drinking, we're getting a hot dog. I don't care what
Mhm.
time it is, I don't care how tired we are, I don't care how bad my feet hurt. We are getting a hot dog. Um, the last time I went downtown was with Megan, and I came home a little bit drunk, not too bad, but I wanted a hot dog, but I didn't want the bun, and I do this sometimes, especially when I'm drinking. I'll just warm up some weenies and raw dog them with mustard.
Literally raw dog.
I mean, they're not raw because 'cause I'll at least warm them up, but I'll just raw dog a hot dog weenie with mustard.
Hey, do y'all remember that one time that you had to put me in my bed, when we went downtown and I'd gotten 2 I would always get 2 hot dogs, one for the road and one for when I got back to my apartment that I could eat in the privacy of my own apartment by myself. But, they had to put me in my bed and I stripped down naked and Molly said, here, Caitlin, your hot dog," and because they wrap them in tinfoil.
Mhm.
I woke up the next morning and it was still wrapped in my bed. I slept with a hot
Oh,
dog.
slept
A fully
slept
dressed hot dog, I slept with it
slept
next to me.
naked with a hot dog.
Yeah.
Um,
Man, what a time to be
another
alive.
I know. Another, which I like this all the time because sometimes I'll just do it sober, but I love it when I'm drunk. You get Doritos, You can do the purple bag, but just the classic red bag with sprinkled cheese, and you put it in the microwave and just let that cheese melt, and it's like budget nachos. Oh, that shit is so
Yeah,
good.
Randy calls those trap. He asks me sometimes. He's like, "You want to make trap nachos for dinner?" I'm
And
like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, it's
They're
trap nachos."
so good after a night of drinking. You just put some Doritos on a plate, sprinkle some cheese, pop in the microwave for like 30 seconds.
A little bit of sour cream.
No, no, I don't want
Ooh.
I don't want anything on it. I just want the Doritos and the cheese. And it's
Man.
so good.
That's kind of like scientifically, what is it about when you've been swimming, after you've been swimming, eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and Doritos?
For me, it's a like a ham and
Like a
cheese.
cold cut?
Like
like
a
a
ham. Mhm.
Oh, or man, you're gonna go to the beach for the day.
Mhm.
You have your beach drinks, probably like a wine cooler or something.
A
Get your
Seagram's.
Seagram's. Me and Molly used to, when we go to the beach, we would have a little cooler and we would get Seagram's. And we would go to Subway and we would get a sandwich.
Classy ladies.
We would get we would both get a foot long. That's back when make fucking foot longs $5 again. Last time I went to Subway, our subs were $18
I don't
a
know
piece.
the last time I've been to a Subway, to be honest.
Well, Brandy's favorite thing outside of cereal and ice cream is that man would eat cereal, or a sandwich for dinner every night, or a
Jackie.
Caesar salad.
Jackie too. Oh, no, Caesar salad I could eat every day.
Yep.
Scroll hers.
So, all right. I'm really excited about this next segment. When
Mhm.
Molly, she fully planned this whole episode. And so our next segment, it's we love a good TikTok trend, but it was trending for a while on TikTok of rating celebrities and how many shots it would take for you to sleep with them.
Mhm.
You guys didn't think we'd go an
One
episode without being
episode
raunchy now a
without
little bit.
being nasty.
Yeah.
Nasty little
Oh, okay.
You go first.
All right.
I want you to fire it off.
So some of these are not what you would think they were. My first one coming in hot. Johnny Depp, but Johnny Depp and Gilbert Grape. What is it? Gilbert
Eating
Gilbert
y-
eating
what's-
Gilbert Grape. What's eating
eating-
Gilbert Grape?
Yeah.
Because that is peak Johnny Depp with that long hair, Molly.
Not my type though. I'd say 3.
Okay.
I'll say 3.
Okay. I'm gonna write these down actually.
Yeah. Yours are so off the
For
wall. Like,
scientific.
yours are so off
Some
the
of these
wall.
you might have to Google real quick, and that's okay.
Okay.
Slater from Superstar. You know the motor's like, yeah, Slater.
That's gonna have to be. The bike gives him a few points, but that's gonna have to be up there, like 7 or 8.
Okay.
So I just made up this roll off the top of my head. Our max is 10, so I'm gonna say 8 for him.
Okay.
The bike gives him 2 points at least. I would take away 2 shots for the bike.
Okay. Borat.
You know what? Just one to loosen me up because I know he would be a good time, and I guarantee you he can, like nobody's business.
I bet he also will eat every party
without
rooter to tutor.
without question. So you know what? One just to loosen me up a little bit.
Take it down. All right, we're switching it up. I did equal parts men and women, and I have 2 bonus ones.
I gave you 2 women.
Okay, Miss Trunchbull.
She domed the shit out of me.
Hey, Molly would like her to swing around the
She might
pigtails like
throw
that.
me around a little bit.
She'd love Molly because Molly'd be like, throw me like one of them damn balls you
Put me
throw.
in the choking.
Put me in the choking. How she spins her around the pigtails.
Yeah. Once again, not my type. I don't.
That bun doesn't do it for you.
The bun doesn't do it for me, and she has really big boobs. We all know I'm not a fan of big boobs.
Yep.
On women because I have them myself. We're gonna go 7.
Okay, but Molly would take Miss Honey through there.
Take her through there.
Yep. All right.
I like a slim frame on a woman, which is weird, but we all have preferences.
Yeah. Stockard Channing.
Who?
Aunt Fran in Practical Magic.
Wait, what?
Stockard Channing. One of the aunts, and look her up.
Oh,
Practical Magic. Aunt Fran.
once again, give me a midnight margarita and I'm in.
Okay.
I don't even need a shot. Let's make midnight margaritas and I'm in.
She could literally do, because she could put she could do some spells and weird stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And they're really pretty older ladies.
Yep. Mel B. Water.
Just
Just because I'm gonna need the electrolytes.
yeah.
Gatorade.
I just need to be hydrated, and that's
Look what I
it.
need. All right.
Just give me
Water.
a
We're gonna put
give
that
me a
water.
Fiji and set me free.
All right, your 2 bonus.
Oh, I didn't come up with a bonus.
Michael B. Jordan. That is a tall drink of water.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
But my only Michael B. No hate to Michael Jordan, but Michael B. Jordan. That is a tall.
What?
Honestly, he would need shots of me.
Yeah, we need to get him drunk,
He would have to be drunk to me probably.
but I'm gonna need more
I don't
than.
know. He looks like he'd probably like a sturdy gal.
I bet he would.
He probably does like a sturdy gal.
And here's the thing.
Air, oxygen. I'm putting oxygen.
Oxygen.
I just need to be alive.
I just need to be. You know what?
And honestly, if I wasn't, it would be my pleasure.
You know what? My pleasure.
Glad to be of service.
Yeah, glad I could help you out. You fine man.
Woo!
God, he is so fine. I said it, I think, in a few episodes ago, but him in Sinners, God. I would probably be like Air because I would do it totally sober, but I would be nervous because he's so fine. So
yeah.
I would need some,
Yeah.
not to like make me want to do it. Like
He would not have to know. He would not talk me through it. He'd have to talk me into it. Because I'd be so damn scared.
I'd be like, I'd freeze up. Shit.
Yeah. All right. This is gonna maybe throw you a little bit, but I don't know why, Molly, but I think there are 2 men that if Molly was to ever, I think that I could picture Molly with. Justin Bieber, he's not on this list, but Justin Bieber.
Mm-hmm.
Molly, I think that you guys would maybe even have a soul. Pete Davidson. What?
He was my first one on the list for you.
Molly.
Yeah, I'd also take him through there.
Yes. But like I think that him and Molly would have the most fun, cool relation. Like I think that like Molly.
No, I can see it.
And he's slim. He's very skinny.
And I bet you he's got a big old slong.
Oh yeah.
He does have big dick energy.
He has BDE without even trying to have BDE.
Yeah.
And the imprint on that man. Just Google it. But Molly, I could totally see it.
I could see it.
Yeah.
I could see it.
Yeah.
I'd be down with it. Yeah, 0. I'd be down with it.
Yeah. I just think he would just be because he's so chill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pour me a lemonade. Let's do it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but you know what? It would not take shots, but could you imagine on like psychedelics with Pete Davidson?
That'd be a good time.
That'd be a damn good time.
Because I feel like he'd talk you through it safely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
seeing colors with him intimately.
I'll make him see some colors.
Ew.
See stars.
All right. Well, I'm sorry I took that first one. So
no,
personally,
that's okay.
Personally, for me, Pete Davidson, same. Nothing.
Really? That kind of surprises me for you. That's why I put him on your list, because that kind of surprises
now,
me.
normally, okay, I'm going to make a disclaimer here, okay? And maybe I've said this on the podcast before. If your husband is under about not that I'm trying to hook up with your husband because I'm happily married. However, I used to try to tell people when I was single, if your husband was under at least a minimum 250 pounds, he ain't doing a damn thing for me.
Caitlin needs her a linebacker.
As my mama says, I've been a chubby chaser my whole life. Randy, even when Randy was at his largest, still probably the smallest man I've ever dated. So yeah, I like him tall and stocky. I like a bull. I like my husband to have a bull back. Yep. But no, surprisingly,
that's why I put him on
I
there.
don't know, though. I would maybe need a few shots just because I think I would be intimidated by his body. Because he does have a body. Like underneath all that, like the big hoodies and stuff that he wears, he's got a 6-pack.
I'll say 3 for you.
Okay.
I feel like that's
yeah,
what it would
3
take for
shots. Yeah.
you. Okay. Next one. Danny DeVito.
Oh, Molly. Oh, Molly. You know how I feel about my short kings and stuff. No. I would somehow have to pick him up. I would pick him up.
You'd be fucking him. He wouldn't
Yeah.
be fucking you. You'd be fucking him.
Molly.
Your max is 10.
I would have to have 10 shots of, like, Goldschlager.
Okay. Our next one on the list are Bert Kreischer.
Oh, yeah, he's a big partier, so probably just a couple just because honestly, we would be,
I'm gonna say 2 for that, just to loosen you up. I'm answering for you, sorry. Here's my thoughts on him. I don't think he would be a good lay, but I think he would be really good at, like, foreplay.
Oh, have you never
and
but no, have you ever listened to his wife's podcast?
no, but I think he would be an eater. That's the vibes I
So,
get from
first
him.
of all, don't let d his wife is they've been married for a very long time. Bert is he's a
is he a
very
lover boy?
giving lover.
Oh, that's good.
He
We
wakes
love that.
he wakes her up in the morning to that.
Love that.
So, if you ever listen to Leanne's podcast, she's a very, happy woman. And apparently never mind. So, yeah, I wouldn't even mm-mm.
Chris
Brady kinda remind me Brady, like, especially because Brady my husband also looks just like him with his shirt off, and Brady loves not having a shirt on, honey, with that gold chain.
Kris Jenner.
Molly, I almost put her on yours.
Kris Jenner.
Okay. Well, that would be bestiality because I'm pretty sure she's an amphibian. I'm pretty sure she's a loser
She's
person.
a reptile.
She's a reptile, so that would
Yeah.
be bestiality. Kris Jenner, she'd have to keep her gloves on because her hands not edited or without gloves on freak me the fuck out. Um, but Kris Jenner, before she made herself look like she's 27 years old, I don't know though. I bet she would be a dom. I mean, for
I
sure,
can see that.
she would be a dom.
I can see that.
Not shots because she is the OG of a dirty ass Swampwater martini. So her and I, a couple martinis, I think we could maybe get a little weird.
Let's say 2 martinis. 2 martinis.
Yeah.
Uh,
But out of all of them, females, Kendall. Or not Kendall, I'm sorry, Kylie. Females, Kylie. Males, Scott Disick. I would take Scott Disick through there, and he's not my normal type
Mm-mm.
whatsoever.
He's so funny though.
But man.
He's funny. Amy Slayton.
Who?
Amy Slayton. The 1,000-Pound Sisters. Not Tammy.
Oh, no. No.
Amy, the cross-eyed one.
My bills are paid. I pay my bills. I'm gonna be all right, Molly. 8. I don't want to give her 10 because I feel bad, but Molly, no. What the fuck?
You gave Danny DeVito 10 and her 8? It'd be the opposite for me.
Amy?
I'd have to have 10 for Amy and 8 for Danny DeVito.
Oh, yeah. It's just
No.
because
10 for her. Yeah, 10 for her, 8 for Danny.
you would go with Danny DeVito?
Yeah. After 8 shots, whatever. Like you said, I have to pick him up, but yeah. Mm-hmm.
But not Danny DeVito, but I'll be honest with you. I'd probably he's old as fuck now, but I'll probably take Robert De Niro down through there a little bit. There are some older men, Kevin Costner. But first of all, Kevin Costner, specifically during like the Whitney Houston era, Kevin Costner, like the 80s and 90s. May God rest his soul, Patrick Swayze.
Yeah.
There's something about an older man.
Yeah. Mature older man.
Molly, what about okay, how about this?
Like with a little salt and pepper.
How about this? Because it's both of our favorite shows. Let's add to this segment.
Okay.
We're gonna run down real quick. Office characters.
Oh, how many it would take?
Yep.
Okay.
Steve. Carell. I mean,
Michael.
Okay, we'll use their show names. I bet Michael was a giving lover as well.
Giving.
And he always had hot girlfriends.
Yeah. I'm gonna say 4. I'm gonna say 4.
Yeah.
Just because he's a little too goofy.
Yeah.
So I would need to get silly with him. So 4.
Okay. Pam.
No.
Oh, Pam. Michael Scott for me?
Yeah.
3.
Okay. Pam.
Pam?
For you.
Nothing.
Same.
Yep.
Love her.
Dwight.
He's freaky as shit. So just give me like 1 or 2.
Yeah.
1 or 2.
Yeah.
Because like I know he's real freaky.
Yeah.
We can go out to the barn,
The beat for him.
the beet farm barn.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
What about you for Dwight?
For Dwight, I think 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Yep. Angela.
Once again, Dommy mommy, for sure.
Mm.
She plays like she's,
She's so petite, though. I think I would break her.
yeah. I'd say like 5, 4 or 5.
Same.
Maybe 4 or 5.
All right. Kevin.
You know what? Like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
I think.
Couple beers.
Yeah, I think he'd be a good time.
Okay.
Might not be the greatest experience for me, but it would be fine.
All right.
I'd make it really fun for him. I would be doing it for him.
Okay. I'm a really bad officer now. I'm blinking.
No, I'll go.
Okay.
Jim Halpert.
See, let me tell you, and that man has only gotten finer.
Better with age. Let me tell you something. Air and opportunity. There with the air. He's
Damn.
He has gotten so much better with age.
And like his serious roles that he did, like he did that
So
show.
has Steve Carell. He's gotten a lot better with age.
Oh hell
a
yeah!
lot better with age.
Steve Carell, my favorite that I would have taken him through there, but he was kind of a dog in the movie. Was that dog the movie that he did with Ryan Gosling,
Oh yeah.
where he was the dad and he was having an affair and all that, or he was like trying to get him to teach him whatever.
Mm-hmm. Ryan.
He's too short. And the hair the spiky hair kind of freaked me out a little bit. Probably like 8.
Yeah, I would have to be because he's a dick.
Yeah.
It would have to be a lot for me.
Yeah.
Creed.
Ah! Creed has seen a thing or two and he's done a thing or two.
He's freakier than Dwight.
I'll be honest with you.
He's freakier than Dwight.
One, just to give me a little bit of courage.
Just a little bit of confidence.
Meredith. In the back of her van.
Meredith? I'd have to. She'd be messy.
Yeah.
So I'd have to be messy too.
And Meredith, the way that she carried herself is that I think everything, I don't know. Okay, I'm going to say this. I love the actress, but how they portrayed her, Meredith's character, not the actress, but Meredith gave off that everything is just saggy.
Yeah.
She did. Like it would just be, I don't know, Molly.
I think she would
I don't
be,
body shame, but it just, and God knows I've got some saggy I'm saggy, okay?
I think
But-
she would just be too sloppy. So I would have to be just as sloppy.
I think that Meredith seems like her breath would be weird. Like her mouth would taste weird. Like her kissy, like her
breath would be
mouth
weird.
would taste weird.
Oh, Stanley.
Oh, 2.
He'd be a giver. He looks like
Yeah,
a-
he would.
He looks
Because
like
he's a hard ass, but I bet that he's a sensual lover.
he does seem very sensual. I agree with you there.
Okay.
Who are we forgetting?
What's her
Kelly.
Yes.
She was this might be a hot take. She was one of my least favorite characters in The Office.
But there's a whole thing about her character development and how they kind of did her dirty. I don't know. 4.
I probably need like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Toby.
Well, I was at the other woman. Fuck, Molly. We're the Bob Vance.
Phyllis.
Phyllis.
Oh my God. How can you forget Phyllis?
I would be a third for Phyllis and Bob Vance. We'd have to get a big ass bed because that's
Yeah.
a lot. That's a lot of ass in one bed. But I would not Phyllis by herself, but I would third Phyllis and Bob Vance.
I agree. Let's make it just
Toby, fuck Toby.
yeah.
No.
It'd be awkward.
He's a ginger. No Vince, but
I feel like that would be awkward. That would not be good.
no.
That was a fun little
Yeah.
sticking you did there. Well, but before we end it,
It's been beautiful. It's been real. It's been fun.
wait, before we go, last episode, you said a really, really good Facebook mom quote, and I kind of want to make that a theme.
Have you
episode.
found one?
No, I need to look, but I kind of want to add that to the end of every episode, giving our best Facebook mom quote or joke or meme or something.
You all have either it is your mother or your grandmother or your aunt. It's probably going to be me and Molly someday. That
Without a doubt.
shares either an inspirational, like an inspirational quote to Facebook, and they put in the caption, "Amen."
Amen.
I know that's right. How sweet. Bless it.
Okay. My Facebook mom quote of the day, it's a meme. And if you know, you know, it usually has a minion in the picture. You know what I'm talking about?
Mhm.
Where it like looks like this
Yeah.
as a minion. It says, I have a disease called awesome. You wouldn't understand because you just don't have it.
This one has my closing thoughts,
Mm,
and it's just butterf so it's butterflies, and it's an
mm.
AI generated of butterflies, a rainbow, and, like, the rainforest, or like a mystical forest, and it says, "Rest well, dear friend, sending you butterfly kisses and good night wishes."
I love
Someone's grandma shared that earlier and said,
they did.
"Good night to all my FB friends."
And my grandbabies.
Yeah. Please like and share this 3 times or you're gonna burn in hell.
We're about to start chain message. Bring back chain
Rest
messages.
I'm gonna text Molly randomly one night and be like, "Rest well, my dear friend," or I'm just gonna text her a butterfly and say a bunch of butterfly emojis just late at night and say, "I'm sending you butterfly kisses and good night wish."
I'm gonna block you. I'll block you.
And my mom okay, we're almost done. My mom, and Molly knows this, if my mother sends me a text message, but also when my mom comments on my Facebook, she'll say, whatever she has to say, and then my mom signs off all of her comments and all of her text messages to me. Every single text message, love, comma, mom. Love mom. This is a great picture of you and Randy. Love mom. Love mom. Like she's signing a card. She can literally text me and be like, "Hey, just checking in. Are you guys still coming to town this weekend? Love mom."
Love mom.
You know, you can set a signature on your phone.
That's cute.
That's her. She's
That's
just
cute.
text signature to love
I
mom.
love that. That's
Yeah.
pretty cute.
Okay, that really is it.
Yeah, that's it for today.
I'm tired and also delusional.
Yep.
So
Well, this was our 21st episode. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us this week.
yes,
And we will see you next
we've
week.
made it up to 21 people on our butt this week. Holy
21 people on our ass.
We've had 21.
That's a lot of people.
And if you would please share this with your friends because also
We want more people in our butt.
we want more people on our butts because I'm so sorry it is my job. I have been slacking on the social media and sharing a bunch of stuff, and our video from last week has 5 views. So please watch this.
We'll see you guys next week.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Bye.